Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Zelp, and shortly after yesterday's video, an update has arrived and there's a lot of changes. So we're going to look through the changes, we're going to talk about it, I'm going to share my opinion of it, and you can share yours down in the comments. So the first one is that they have half fighters armor. Now, what he said here is that the enemy fighter in Railjack have too much armor, meaning your Railjack weapons don't feel great in the time it takes to kill the enemy. Here's the thing though, they reduce the armor value by half on a lot of enemies. However, they also buff some of the health value for some of the enemies. So the nerdy side of me kind of wonder what is the overall EHP increased or decreased. However, what this does is that it gives you a higher value of damage on the enemy. In doing so, you probably do feel like your guns are better. Okay, the next part says, our intent is to make the Railjack weapons more effective on their own. As such, Rhino's Roar and Saren's Toxic Lash no longer unintentionally affect the Railjack weapons as per DE Marcus post here. They said nothing about Mirage though, because I got a lot of message from you guys saying that if you use Mirage with a Ephemera that gives her light, and then if you use a Augment, it actually works, it will buff the Railjack. Okay, next it says that all better avionics are now potentially dropped from elite fighters in deep space, also with new permanent markers on avionics. So from what it's trying to say is that you can actually see them more clearly now, so you know where or when to pick them up. Okay, so over here we can see all of these abilities. Looks like all of them drops from elites. It would seem like all the good ones like Particle Ram, Void Hole, Seeker Wally for low levels, they are all now only found in Veil. Weapon and proc adjustment. Now let me tell you what I think about this part. To be honest, it doesn't affect me at all. Like, even though I play Railjack so much, even though I use the actual ship, the Railjack, to be fighting instead of going like Arcwing 2.0, I really don't know much about the damage type from the cannons or the turrets, because it really doesn't affect us that much. Especially if you get your hands on like Void Hole, then all you kind of need is just a Void Hole plus a Ordnance missile. So for particle procs, decrease effectiveness but increases its duration. So reduce to 7.5% damage bonus per hit, still stacks, and lasts 20 seconds. This exponential growth and short duration meant this was far more beneficial to rapid fire guns than anything else. Interesting. I didn't know that the increased damage is based on per hit. So now that it says this way and it says stacks, I can see it being really good. Like every single shot that you hit will make the next shot even stronger. Increase the effectiveness of the incendiary proc. I guess that's the fire one, but decrease its duration. Double the damage per tick, but half the duration. Same total damage, but in less time to feel more relevant. Yeah, now this is really good, because what this means is that you pretty much double the damage, because after the duration, which is halved, you can do the same thing over again. And I think this is a good change, because before, when I was using like those beam weapons that has incineration or incendiary proc, it's just so subtle that it doesn't feel like the proc even matters. Next we have Pulsar series, increase base damage, increase fall off range. These extremely precise weapons were having trouble competing with the other option available. Increase damage by about 10% and increase effective range should help give them a more viable role. Next we have the Photor series, increase fall off damage. That's good. So we have more range, extra range, and these also benefits indirectly from the improvement of incinerate. Yeah, so okay. Then we have Cryphon series, reduce damage and increase fall off range. Shit. So I guess this means I can shoot further without reducing more damage, but the overall damage has been reduced. I'm not too sure by how much, it doesn't say. So even in the past, before this update, I feel like the Cryphon lack range. So they did fix that, but then they also reduced the overall damage. It really depends how it feels. If it takes, let's say, 2 hits to kill something, maybe it's still worth going for, but maybe not a Zeki version. Oh, there's something here about the Zeki house. So reduce heat acceleration for all Zeki weapons variant apart from the Cryopon. This house trades more heat for more damage, but it felt like they are too hot. I agree. More extra damage you got compared to baseline weapons. Zeki now offers 50% more damage for double heat instead of quadruple heat. Huh. Oh, what is this? Rush repair drone removed from Mucket. Oh shoot. Actually, I bought more. We are removing the option to buy the Rush repair drone and leaving it only as a reward earned at the end of a mission. What kind of mission? No longer an in-world drop due to security concerns, so I guess you don't get it from those rare containers, maybe? We are doing this based on feedback that as a purchasing option, it feels too unfair of an advantage. So people are complaining that it's like somewhat pay to win, pay for time. Yeah, there you go. It bypassed a huge segment of Railjack resource value. You can still pay to rush repairs once you have contributed resources. Oh, right. Okay, so you put the resource in, but you can get it fixed immediately by using plats. Okay, but you can no longer outright bypass the entire experience by purchasing the item from the market. We will continue to use rush repair drones as a reward, just not as a market item. What does it mean though as a reward? Is it like every mission you have a certain probability of dropping the repair drone? Because I've never received one before. The only thing that I've heard of is that people are claiming that you can get it from a rare container in missions. Other than that, I thought purchasing it is like the only way. Maybe I'm talking about certain events or something that's gonna come out soon. Double the chance of obtaining wreckage from end of mission rewards. Oh, that's cool. End of mission rewards. Oh, that means you don't have to pick it up. It's gonna come in once you finish a mission. This increase will help you acquire more peace so you can pick and choose which you want to keep. However, we need to reduce the chance of obtaining relics to accommodate the wreckage increase. What relics? So the thing about wreckage is you don't really want wreckage from Earth or Saturn. We all want wreckage from Vale. Vale has the best junks, and you're gonna get a lot of those so that you can start picking those with good rolls. For example, right now I have a situation where if I were to go to Earth or Saturn to farm, I ended up needing to do a lot of extra work in terms of coming back to the dock, going to sell all the MK2s. I feel like they should come up with some kind of filter or sorting system where it allows you to select, let's say, all the MK1s and MK2 first. That way you can sell them a lot faster, or maybe even a hotkey for selling them, because right now we have to like click on the wreckage, then go all the way down to click on the sell button. It would be even better if we can like highlight a bunch and then sell them all at once. Okay, let's continue. It says permanent in-world markers have been added to Yonex and Savage in Railjack when they drop. Oh, so this is the whole help you to see better thing. This will allow you to always know what remains on the field of battle and how to navigate accordingly. The problem with these things is that what if it's something that you don't want? Like I was just talking about the MK1s and MK2s. Picking them up just makes it such that your wreckage inventory gets full really quickly. And then if for some reason you forgot to sell them and you go into a Veil and you get things that you really want, you might not be able to keep them. But then if they put in permanent markers that you cannot remove, wouldn't that kind of forces you to have to pick them up? Otherwise your view will be full of markers. Adding awareness to the important loot has been a huge request, and this visibility increase should make sure no loot is left behind. Aside, we are reviewing vacuum range. Thank you very much. I like the vacuum range. Asterite resource pickups now reward 2 times as much asterite. Okay. Cost for wreckage, we're going a bit too slow, so now we will earn it twice the rate. Nice. Your squad overlay is now visible when in various Wheeljack modes, pilot, weapon, etc. There's been consistent expression that seeing my squad status is important. We have now ensured it's visible when piloting, gunning, etc. And we have added some new in iconographic to show player states. One thing I do like to point out is that it'll be really cool if we can start teleporting from, let's say, the pilot seat. So let's say the moment you're done, you press L to enter the tactical menu, and we can straight away teleport to somewhere. Because right now, currently, or at least before the update, when we do that, it doesn't teleport us at all. So what we have to do is we have to unmount the guns and then only press L, and in between there is this delay which makes the game feel a little bit chunky. I think it'd be really cool if they can allow us to do those internal teleportations like immediately, even though you're on a gun. Added squad status for Wheeljack missions in the squad overlay. These icons show what your teammates are doing, including pilot, gun, cannon, Omni 2, Arcwing, at a point of interest, engineering, fighting, boarding. Oh, fighting a boarding team. What kind of icon would that be? In slingshot, in cruise ship, or just messing around in Wheeljack doing nothing specifically. Huh. Very interesting. I can't wait to see what they are. Intrinsic points can no longer be gained once all available intrinsics are maxed out. If you are already above the maximum, your additional points have not been lost. Oh, this is interesting. So far, even me, I haven't even got to max everything yet. So people who has probably could have accumulated more intrinsic points. So it's what they're trying to say is that you can no longer do that. But if you have, the points will still stay. And this is kind of interesting because this might actually give those people a little bit of an advantage once Commander comes out, which is the whole new intrinsic. So when that comes out, they might be able to just full blast on it and get like everything maxed out. What else for us, we won't be able to do that no matter how long we play. I feel like the better thing to do is to allow accumulation, but only at a certain point, like maybe halfway of a full intrinsic level. So maybe you can only, if you use everything, maybe you can only get to intrinsic level 5 for Commander. And then any additional should be removed. Plus, if you think about it, people who have maxed out their intrinsics and go beyond is really not that much. It's a minority. So I mean, it's not nice to be punishing them, but then however they don't do that, it feels like people who are playing at a pace that they want us to be playing seems to be somewhat punished. Next point, Wheeljack minimap is now always fully visible. Better centered the Wheeljack pilot UHD Diamond. Added new force feedback to all weapons and missile launchers. Off-screen space enemy marker in Arcwing now shows awareness state filled. Fix some color and alpha settings of off-screen marker in Arcwing for better visibility. Increase brightness and thickness of enemies marker in Wheeljack. Update the Wheeljack name placement on all skins to be better visible. Yeah, I realized that the name sometimes will pop like in the middle of the Wheeljack, sometimes below the Wheeljack. I don't know what's going on there. Set a maximum length for Wheeljack name to 50 characters. Hey, Rosinante still works. Optimize camera placement overall when customized Wheeljack viewing aspect. The toggle interior button now has a checkbox to indicate active state. Wheeljack health and shield now shows when they are vulnerable. Example after a catastrophic failure bridge. Remove heads-up display marker from missile launchers by Seeker Volley. Battle Yonex, which also fix enemies heads-up display marker disappearing. The player's view of a cloaked Wheeljack by using Void Cloak is now more obvious effect. Oh, it's going to be darker maybe? Wheeljack name shows the edit name input box. Wheeljack name shows heads-up display instead of generic Wheeljack. Cargo consoles now show a small effect when they are busy and unavailable to use. Controller start button now closes tactical menu instead of opening top menu. Slightly zoom out the tactical map when the railjack increased visibility of minimap features. Sorting of drain will now sort higher drain to the top. Oh yeah, that's cool, because I always put under drain and I have to scroll all the way down, so now maybe you don't have to do that. Added wreckage count to equip screen. Fix engine color customization not working properly. Fix an issue with railjack states appearing as a default one when pressing escape on any parts of the component menu. Fix missing sound on certain Arcwing fly in cinematic. Fix a script error in the tactical map. Fix erroneous stealth component from railjack gun heads up display. Fix arrows for heads up marker pointing the wrong way when you have a skill heads up display. Now speaking of railjack markers, I feel like being able to tag or place markers while you're on the guns is really important. Like you can actually tag something in the distance saying that, oh, the enemy's over there. Or maybe let's say you are in the forward artillery and you can just like mark the cruise ship so that the pilot knows that, oh, you're trying to aim for the cruise ship, and he'll just like point at the cruise ship for a certain duration until you either shoot or use a slingshot or something. So yeah, I feel like being able to put marker while on the guns of the railjack is really important as well. Fix Necro Shadow of Dead spawning enemy ship inside railjacks. LOL. Fix an issue where using Arcwing Slingshot with melee equipped cause issue. Fix an issue where you can use menus while in Arcwing Slingshot. Fix the hijacked Grenier cruise ship spawning inside geometry. Fix multiple HC tags appearing. I don't know what HC. Can someone tell me down in the comments? Fix an issue where players entering Grenier Ramsled could travel unknown places. What? Fix Ivara's zipline persisting when railjack in placement. Fix railjack audio looping when in landing craft. Fix the reliquary void branches not persisting. I don't know what this means either. Fix ballistic and particle damage icon being SERP in game. Oh. Fix railjack slingshot FX color not updating properly. Fix railjack weaponry appearing at odd angles for client when dismounting. Fix client being permanently dead in railjack if they return to the dojo in the revive screen. Fix tactical view of players on railjack weaponry not working correctly. Fix overlapping music on mission complete. Fix being able to require Revlite by methods other than crafting / preparing payloads. Fix Arcwing death causing player to respawn at the beginning of the mission. Oh, I hate this. Fix Omni to equip animation causing loss of functionality when mounting emplacement piloting. I don't know what that means. Fix Omni tool having an ammo type. Whoa. Which don't actually interact with anything. Fix multiple crashes that occur when loading into a mission as a client in the landing craft. Fix Omni 2 showing level 0. Fix being able to exit an emplacement without animation instantly by spamming escape multiple times. I heard of this before, I never really used it. Fix railjack mission complete pop-up rendering behind the railjack heads-up display. Fix Grenier cruise ship console disabling the shields when exiting the hack without completing. Oh, okay. Fix cruise ship healing bubble not being seen or affected by client. Nice. Fix Sigma engine displaying incorrect stats. Fix some weapons showing incorrect icon. Fix railjack entering 10 intrinsics not working for client. Fix the repair drone not disappearing if someone else repairs the malfunction before the drone finish it. Fix drifting sound stopping properly when pilot leaves pilot seat during drifting. Fix bug where intrinsics could be kept on mission aboard, which was never intended. Oh, this is cool. This means that people think twice before just aborting a mission once they get like a certain item that they want. Fix Arcwing bug that could cause client to be stuck with normal weapon if they slingshot into non-cruise ship enemies. Okay, so the rest is not really railjack related, and to be honest, I'm not really that up to date with what's going on other than railjack stuff. So I won't be reading through, but if you have something that you want to know what I think of, let me know down in the comments. Now to me, so far, every single change that they did was well justified and is understandable. Now if they nerf something that you really like, I understand the pain, But if the reason behind you really liking that weapon is because it's really good, then be assured that you're not alone. Okay, so I guess this is the part where you guys tell me what you think of this update. Down in the comments. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.